We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
We got singers, rappers, spoken word, and actors, and business owners, playwrights, and pastors. There's many gifts to encourage the body. Consider this an invitation, come and kick it and party.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to What's GospelRhythms.com. Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. I was getting ready to say, what's the 411 Sports? But that show isn't until April. I'm pushing another show. Oh, my goodness. This is the Life Women's Empowerment Edition. I'm Roe Williams.
And I'm sitting in for Trisha Mann Grant. My name is Breana Argueta.
Whoa! Yes. And Trisha Mann Grant is not here. She is gracing her presence on the East Coast somewhere. Where's she at?
She's, I believe she's in Jacksonville.
Yes. At doing a theatrical production, a soap opera-esque production. Did she give us the name of it?
Forgot the name.
I told you to write it down.
I forgot it.
Oh, my God.
I forgot it. We'll get back to that one.
Somewhere out there.
Shout out to her doing
shout out to you doing what she do best.
Thing.
Yes, as always, acting up, literally and figuratively. Man, so, had a challenging week. How was your week since we last were here?
My weekend was actually very challenging as well. I'm very tired today. Richard told me I was moving a little slow, so I guess that explains it.
Oh my God! Well, you know what? You know what? I admire the fact that you are here holding it down with me, and it does not go unnoticed, and it is very much appreciated. We have a studio audience in house.
Yes,
you know why we have a studio audience? Because the lovely lady who's a guest on our show today has birthed 10 kids, and we have a portion of that brood just kicking it with us. Can I get an amen from our studio audience? We could throw in the clap, but it wouldn't be them because most of them are babies. But we are so glad that man, this is I'm every woman. But before we go in talking about who she is and why she is in our house again, gracing us with her presence, let's reflect back on last week's show. Trisha was here in the house, and actually she flew in a little late, but you got to be you were here holding it down with us. So what do you think of last week's show?
Last week's show, I thought it was very, very inspiring. Hosted at Long Beach City College. It stands for the Development of Afro-American Professionals. And she came and just gave us a little taste of DAP and what her educational goals are. Yeah,
and I think that, one of the things that was interesting about, speaking with her and hearing her story is that, she was at this university and there was a need that I was like, y'all, they're just now bringing this to the campus, to the facility.
They have a Black student union there, but it's not as big as DAP.
Yeah.
So now DAP is forming and is coming together pretty well. They're doing great things.
And the thing that stood out to me about it is, if you get into an organization or go to a college or you're a part of a job and you see a need, don't assume because it's been around for forever that you can't improve upon or add value to something that's already pre-existing. Because if, let's say they had a Black student union, but it was comprised of just a very small core of people and it wasn't meeting the needs as the university Black population began to grow, then, there it is. And I love that DAP. How you do it again?
DAP.
Was like,
That's the DAP. You keep trying to give me the pound. It's the DAP.
Okay, I'm doing it wrong. I was like, I thought it was like, give me some, but it's like, ding, ding,
okay,
ding.
Shout out to Brashina.
Yeah, girl, thank you. We had a picture of her up there,
There it is.
What you say? I'm sorry. You want to come here? Come on.
And we actually tied that in with International Women's Day, which is that day as well, and she's Belizean and Salvadorian. So we tied that in as well.
It was a beautiful thing. And the thing is, I know it's a Vanna, it's a little purple slide. It says a woman's place is in the home and in the classroom and the boardroom and the newsroom and the government. Hashtag make it happen. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Even though last week was a day, to commemorate Women's International Day, we wanted to hold it down all month, just celebrating awesome women, their accomplishments, and birthing babies is a great accomplishment. Hey, you can come back. I could use the company.
Got a full room.
We got a full room, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what else is going on?
Well,
how was? Oh yes, you could. I won't say how was church today. I won't put you on blast.
Didn't go to church today because
you're
I'm here.
but you get your word. But I will say, I went to the house of the Lord today, and it's interesting because we're called gospel rhythms, and I think for me, I had an epiphany because I always said I wanted to rebrand the connotation of gospel, not for people to, mean singers. Like they did and we'll probably do something like this. You going on the street and ask somebody, what does the gospel mean to you? What do you mean? The music or the word? It's the word. But most importantly, what stood out to me was, actually, can I see that phone for a second? I know you twittering away. Because I don't want to misrepresent it. I actually took a picture of it because you know how they have the boards. And as we are really developing to expand this mission of taking the gospel to the beat of the streets and encouraging people to celebrate and support and promote your gifts in a positive way that not only honors God, but really will be fulfilling to your life and your purpose, regardless of what track or lane you're in. Because I'm going to tell you now, the sisters on the show right now, please. I'm like, I don't have no excuse for why I can't do nothing because she's holding down 10 kids and a husband, okay? And all of those babies are by her husband, okay? And she's running an organization and amongst some other stuff. And so I just
powerful.
I'm just reminded. And so, but in regards to the gospel, what I learned in his word, there was a, the gospel for dummies. He was like, this is the gospel for dummies. If you want never, you can go to Romans 1:16 and it kind of breaks down what the gospel actually is. But there is a big, awesome, loving God who wants to know us and to be known by us, like a relationship. God came in the flesh and his name is Jesus Christ. He came to rescue us, show us the way to live and to live it, to the fullest. Bring us salvation and give us eternal life. And when I read he and show us the way to live. You know what? Here you go, babe. Thank you. Pablo is just amazing. He's going to spearhead some action.
For our listeners to do is to just let us know what gospel means to them.
Oh yeah.
So you can tweet it. You can tweet it to @Gospel Rhythms on Twitter.
You better work it.
And just let us know what the gospel means to you.
Exactly. And I wanted to touch on he comes to teach us how to live because I lived through a horrible week, but the operative word is through because you're going to go through some stuff. And I think too, what I learned from my horrible week is to live through it with grace, like to find the positive attributes in it to cling to and to help grow me, learn from whatever mistakes I made and not allow it to propel me into a big place of depression. And I love how God loves on us because when I find myself there, my phone will just ring or something will just happen and someone will call. That's why we have to encourage one another. I mean, you have to encourage yourself at times, but we definitely have to encourage one another on this journey. And so, if you're out there, tweet us @Gospel Rhythms. What does the gospel mean to you? Van Eric, you look like you're trying to say a little something.
Gospel Rhythms on Instagram.
And not only that, don't forget that to call in, the number is 323-473-3100.
323-473-3100.
I'm so glad all of y'all are my memory chips. I don't know what to do because I just forget. I was like, what's the number, Van? What's the number? I'm like, how many years I've been here? I should know it. But I'm going to tape it on the wall behind you, so I'll just have it there for me. But yes, that is the number. Thank you, 310-473-3100. And while we're going to go to commercial.
323, not 310.
What did I say? 323? Yeah, I said that. You know what? I just said that to see if you were listening. But you passed the test. You passed the test, both of y'all. Y'all were listening. 323-473-3100. It's like I get names wrong. I get phone numbers wrong. Jesus, take the wheel. So on that note, we're going to go to commercial, but please do that call to action, tweet, Instagram, Facebook, all your friends, all your homies, tell them to come and join Heaven's Party. That's right, Heaven's Party.
Right. Visit gospelrhythms.com as well.
Yeah, please. And then we got some fun things coming down the line. We always play music, our music going in and out, but we have this awesome woman here to my left is not only, our talent booker, resident guest host to step in when Trish is in, but she's also the DJ. She has just been graduated, so you're going to be hearing new music coming down the pike where she is spinning on the ones and twos.
Amazing things happening here at Gospel
in and out. So we about to take it to a whole nother level. You better get on the ride while we going out to chasing.
You don't even know it.
We'll be right back with more GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio. Woo.
So we won't complain. Here to lift up the downcast and the broken hearted. Changing lives with the truth, so let's get it started. We got the word, music, entertainment, life. You can catch us on the air every Sunday night with special guests, the news, and interesting stories. A platform for the kingdom to give God the glory. Worldwide, and we live on the Ustream. What you know about the Gospel Rhythms magazine? But God's in it, you don't gotta chase dreams. You need to check us out and see what we mean.
Catch the vision.
Okay.
Heaven's party. Here on earth, make it play. Gospel rhythms. Catch the vision. Heaven's party. Here on earth. And my heart ain't brand new, but there is joy in my house.
Hello, I'm Joel Ramirez
And I'm Lolita Robinson Coppage, and welcome to Joy in My House
on LATalkLive.com. Inspirational radio,
with a touch of recovery.
a reality show where nothing is left unsaid,
And no one is insignificant who says it.
exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV.
Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, I'm Roe Williams, and I would like to invite you to join GospelRhythms.com live every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our new show, Gospel Rhythms Talk Live. Join us as we celebrate, promote, and elevate Christians in entertainment. So don't forget to tune in to Gospel Rhythms Talk Live exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio under R&B or watch us on Ustream.tv. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is Gospel Rhythms on LA Talk Live, where we don't just talk about it, we are about it.
We got singers, rappers, spoken word, and actors, and business owners, playwrights, and pastors. There's many gifts to encourage the body.
It's the word.
Shout out to Purpose on that track.
Yo.
Every time I hear a track, I'd say it.
It's the word. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. Reality radio
yes.
coming at you. Well, we are back in studio, but before we go into our guest, I want to definitely give some love to Sabrina. She's a publicist who works with the Veteran Show that's on before we come. So if you haven't checked that out, if you're a vet or if you have a vet in the family, or you want to give the vets some love, they have many topics that are relevant not only to vets but to us as well.
Yes.
Just the regular mainstream individual.
They do give resources for veterans that are struggling with basically living. So
Wow.
make sure you check that out.
And I gotta say, she's so amazing. She just gave me a little love care package. So Sabrina,
I
thank
got
you
one
so
too.
much. Goodies.
I got a bag of chips in mine.
I have a cell phone holder. I have a T-shirt. I have some stuff I hadn't opened yet. But just the fact that she thought to do that, I mean, that's amazing. So I just love the love, here. It's a family affair at LA Talk Live. Thank you, Richard and Van Eric, my studio husband, and Papa Bear Richard, who he may be around here somewhere, but we thank you so much. We love the facility, and so we are all over. There's Talk Live Atlanta, Talk Live Miami, Talk Live New Orleans, Tampa, and hey, we're even in Germany, Australia, and Africa. So we are worldwide. So without further ado, let's talk about who we are featuring on this show today.
Yes. Beatrice.
Oh my goodness! Can I just tell you, this one is amazing. They held an event last month. And no, it was in January. Yeah. It was in January because I gave her a call. And for those of you who didn't tune into that show and are meeting her for the first time here, We'll tell you more, but I kind of gave you some of the highlights. She's married to Purpose, who is an amazing man of God. He worked here at the LA Talk Live studio, and he actually did our track. He's an amazing writer, rapper, father, man of God, husband, and I actually met her through Purpose, and you as well, I guess, because of your relation affiliation with the school that you guys both go to, right?
I used to host Hope Hop Radio with Purpose.
Oh, yeah? I knew you were in radio, but now you have your own radio show. Did you want to give a little plug for what you do real quick?
Well, okay. Well, I have a show entitled Lucky Bees Hour. It's a 3-hour show dedicated to local and independent artists. I also do a Throwback Thursday segment, which is basically 90s to 2000 hip hop with the shows that I decide to play.
So when you were working with Purpose, that kind of like paved the way, so to speak, to say, I could do this on my own sort of thing. Or were you doing it at the same time?
When I was doing Hope Hop Radio first, and then I started with my own show.
Okay.
And then I guess it kind of just conflicted with some ways. So then I just started doing my own
But it was
show.
like where you was inspired. Like
Hope Hop Radio was actually the first time I've ever did radio.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's like amazing how like you he's such a talented man of God, and his kids, oh my goodness.
I love that
we
show.
did Gospel Rhythms Live in 2013, and his whole family came out and represented, and he and his daughter got on stage and they just rocked the house.
Sunny D.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I mean, the talent is across the board. I don't want to get her name.
Beatrice
Brazil Wormsley.
Say
B.
Just say B.
Sister B is in the house. B Dubs
Okay.
in the house. Helping Care 2007 is the name of her nonprofit organization. Helping Care 2007.
Helping Care 2007?
Yeah, that's the name of the nonprofit organization. It provides goods for low-income families throughout the greater Los Angeles areas. And now normally, I think this will be their 4th event. They had the first 3 were in the Long Beach area. This year, they have gone to the Los Angeles area, the Pueblo Housing Development projects in Los Angeles. And I had the honor to actually jump on board because I wanted to stretch myself. I said, we have the kids in the Spotlight event, but I called her, I think, in December, and I said, look, I need to not just pay it forward in the areas that I'm comfortable and familiar. I need to stretch myself and to step up my giving game. And then when I was hearing what she was doing, I think I had gotten the flyer. And I was like, well, how can I plug in, and help? Mm-hmm. And even though I feel like I really didn't do any much, but I was in awe when I went to the Pueblo del Rio housing development, and I saw like this is a real like. It was in a big rec room, and there wasn't a corner of that rec room that didn't have a table set up. It looked like a store. It was not like boxes and bins of clothes just stacked up. It was like folded up, organized like the Gap. They had the toy kids section. Nice. They had the toiletries section. They had the men's section. They had the back storeroom section where product was waiting in queue to be brought out, but not to be brought out to be thrown around. So it's not the excellence in which she executed just being in that facility really touched my heart, because some people say, you know what, y'all should be happy I'm here giving you anything. And it's just a lot involved, and it's too much to, I mean, you've been in Ross. When Ross, I'm like, why can't y'all keep Ross together? You go in and look like they just had a food fight for clothes.
They tried to do the color coordinating thing in Ross, but it don't work.
It just be clothes everywhere, nothing organized, not on racks. It just looked like a chaotic mess. But here, it was so orderly. Everyone that showed up was they were greeted at the table. Nice. They got a meal ticket. They got a gift, raffle ticket. They were encouraged to just bring other people that were, spread the word and come on in and have a good time. They had a band set up. A DJ area set up, where the performance area set up with. So there was something always going to really empower the community. But the other thing that struck me too is the makeup of the community was predominantly Hispanic. And here was like, it didn't matter because the language of love knows no color. Mm-hmm. So this woman, without further ado, come on, can't we just give her a warm welcome? I mean, she is a mighty woman of God, mother of 10, life to purpose. I mean, his name just not only says it all for him, but just for his family. And I mean, I just thank you so much for being here, beautiful woman of God that you are. Sister B is in the house.
Thanks for having me here.
Yes.
Yeah,
thank you. It's an honor. So we have another event coming up on March 29th?
March 21st.
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 Yeah, March 21st. I was on dates around like
Your
5 weeks
memory
this
here.
year. 5 weeks in a month. So it's this Saturday
It's
coming
Saturday,
up.
yeah.
Same time. I'm supposed to be there, so I don't know.
My MC, and believe me, your work was not small, so don't say that.
Oh my goodness.
It was great. We needed you, and you did your thing.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
as a woman sitting back looking at all you done, because I came in I came in on the back end of something, and you know, yeah, I know. I came in on the back end of it. This is Junior. It's okay. And so when I saw, I mean, you got to just share, because there are women out there, or husbands out there, or families out there, or people out there. I mean, and I got to tell you, this show isn't just for, this is anybody with a dream that wants to do something and build something and be something, because oftentimes you look at your circumstances. And honey, looking at your circumstances, just from my perspective, I'm like, ain't no way you going to have no time to put on. When I say she put on an event for the community, it was an event for the community. She had a fire marshal there with a fire truck. To make sure that if anything did go wrong with the food grilling, that it would be taken care of.
You have to consider her, what inspires her.
Yeah,
you know?
please.
It may be her kids. You know?
Right. I mean, and that's true. Actually, how to put it, God inspires me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he gave me a family.
Right.
And when people came and gave my family clothes, you know what I mean? And even though they were hand-me-downs, people came and brought us tags and brand new clothes. And when they brought it to my family and say, oh, you guys have a lot of kids, we want to help you, that for me was a lot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then to think how we felt when somebody gave us something, it was like, okay, well, we're going to go out and give somebody else something so they can have too.
Right.
If we low income and we know how we felt when we didn't have, how are they feeling when they don't have? And then not only not to have, but not have somebody come help you.
Right.
So that's what made us say, okay, we have to go and give. We have to. We had no choice.
And you
know what
said
I mean?
it says here that there are 600 units in the Pueblos.
Yes.
Is this the only housing projects that you do, or just so far? Is
No,
this what
actually,
started?
we started with the Carmelitos.
Okay.
We started there.
That's Long Beach, right?
Exactly, in Long Beach. We started there and we did maybe about 5 events. So we started there with the clothes. Actually, it started a long time ago. Purpose reminded me of this, and I was all in smiles. We used to do this thing called Holy Ghost house parties, where we would have all the kids in the community come into our house. We would serve them hot dogs and have live entertainment, like with the gospel rappers and stuff. And they would come in, and we would have a ball. Man, we would have a ball. So it really started. That was the foundation. When we started the Holy Ghost house parties, that's where it started. And then we started doing the clothes giveaways, and because people would come and say, do you guys take clothes? And then we would have these bags just sitting here, and hey, let's give a giveaway. And Purpose was like, well, we can use the tennis court. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So that's where it started. And once we did that, that paved the way for the Pueblo.
For the Pueblos.
And I one of the other things that stands out to me too is because it's just, I'm a team of one and a dog. And I'd be like, you know what, Lord, I got more month than I do money. And I am very inspired, because it's like, you shouldn't let your state of lack stop you from giving back.
No.
And this
By
one
all
here,
means.
wait, what's your name? Hold up. I just asked you, what's this older one's name? You're supposed to be helping me now.
That's Little Purpose. Little
Purpose
is our special baby.
He is.
our
Somebody
special
gave him a
baby.
candy bar.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
They all had candy. Yeah.
Look, he doesn't even need candy.
No, he
Purpose.
really doesn't. I have to laugh because I was like, I told the older one, help me out, brother. You know what I mean? But I enjoy him running around because it's just so cute. Oh, little P. He's like, hey, get off of me.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's a lot going on. I wish we had a pan where you could see our gorgeous studio audience full of cheering. I just love it. But matter of fact, you know what? Let's tweet a picture of what's going on for those that are out there in Twitter land.
Follow us on Twitter at Gospel Rhythms, Instagram at Gospel Rhythms, and visit gospelrhythms.com.
Oh, you know what? And I must take an aside to applause, because we are also on the smartphones. We got a shot of us, Tricia and I, when Richard showed us how, how we can pull us. Progress. Girl, and another thing too. I know you're not a Facebook, but you have a Facebook because you're a woman and you're married and you have this ministry. Honey, just because you're married and you're a woman, you got kids, you got to keep it together. Let's talk about that ministry right there. Because some of us that are single, it's spreading to the east and to the west, the north and to the
caught me
south.
off guard. You mean my Sexy Mamas on the Rise?
That's all right, girl. That's what we talking about.
Well, Sexy Mamas on the Rise got started when I was pregnant with the last baby.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Just
when
qualify
I was pregnant
that.
with number 10, I had never experienced like pregnancy depression. I've never experienced that before. And to be quite honest, and forgive me, people, I used to think that people who experienced that was weak. And God had to show me, like, wait a minute, you're judging them.
He gave you a case of it.
I'm going to give you a little taste so you can see what it feels like yourself. So are they weak? Are you weak? And I thought, I'm not weak. You know what I mean? But when I went through that, it was like, wow, now I see what those women actually went through. So now I have a passion for them. So a friend of mine's, I'm going to give her a plug, Miss TaylorMadePhotography.com, TreasuresByTaylor.com. She actually did me a free photo shoot. She said, you know what, love, I want to come and I want to give you a photo shoot of your pregnancy just to show you how beautiful you are.
Right.
And I said, okay. And at that time, she didn't know what I was going through. It was God. It was like, it was all a divine appointment. She didn't know what I was going through. And when she came to give me my photos, I told her what I was going through in my body and everything. And once she took them photos and I looked at them photos and I was like, wow, you made me look real good pregnant at a time where I wasn't feeling pretty. You know what I mean? And even though my husband, he always, babe, you look good. And I'm going, yeah, whatever.
Because you see something different.
Right. And even the kids are like, Mom, you're so pretty. And I'm like, whatever. I just feel like a big watermelon and, just a big woman. But that inspired me. And that's when I created Sexy Mamas on the Rise, because when I saw my photos, I was like, God, you're taking me somewhere. I'm on the rise. And I know there's many women out there who are on the rise as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
And who have self-esteem issues, but are beautiful, big, small, skinny, light, dark. It didn't matter.
Right.
It didn't matter. Everybody looked good to me. You know what I mean? Because we are women.
Wow. And if you're out there and you have a question, you want to call in, again, 323-473-3100 is our number. I just want to know, you have this organization, I believe you're spearheading it. Now, does your husband help you?
Yes.
Like 50-50, you guys
Yes.
are executing it as a team? So
Yes.
you have that support.
Oh, definitely.
So, because you're still two people.
Right, exactly.
But you got 10 kids.
Right.
And then you have, with the Sexy Mamas on the Rise, you have, you're aware of walking in, just taking care of yourself. So many moms, whether they're single or they're married, that aspect of themselves gets forgotten because they're so busy meeting the needs of their family that the thought wouldn't even occur to them to get outside of their own needs within their own core family to meet somebody else's need. What would you say to help maybe dispel a myth or some of the frustration somebody is operating in? Because, along with that may come the depression, the frustration, the fear, the feeling of inadequacy because of, again, more month than they have resources. Right. And if anybody can bear witness to how do you make the ends meet with 10 kids and 2 other grown mouths to feed on top of the 10 that you have, plus all that God is calling you guys to do respectively, whether it be in the Hope Out Music Family Ministry, the Mama's Ministry, or the Help and Care Ministry. That's a lot of plates you're spinning.
Right. Really, like I said before, God. All I can do is give God all glory because it's because of Him. It's because of Him. It's because of my prayers. It's because of that time that I do take out to say, okay, God, thank you. You know what I mean? And just sit back and reflect on the family and everybody and everything else that's going on. It's God. It's nothing but God. Because if it was up to me, some of the stuff I probably wouldn't be doing. Because before I had kids, even when I had one son, I was very selfish. I was about me. And then it was like as I started having children, that's when the me had to get away because I had no time for me no more. Right. You know what I mean? But also having time for me, but it wasn't about me anymore. Yeah. Once I got past the selfishness and everything else, that's when it came to where now I have time for everybody else. Once I learned how to give to my children, it taught me how to give to others. Give to my husband, taught me how to give to others. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. It was all God. Everything was God. I can't do nothing but give Him glory for everything that I have. And for that person who really wants to get out, all I can say is don't stop. Don't, how to put it? Don't sit there and think about the circumstances. Don't think about everything else you have to do, because if God told you to get out and do it, He's going to give you the resources, the finances. He's going to give you everything you need.
Amen.
When we first started doing these things, all it took me was one phone call to a sister and say, hey, we're having a clothes giveaway. If you have any old clothes, instead of giving it to Goodwill, give it to us. We're going to go and we're going to give it out free. We're not going to sell it. We're not going to do anything like that. We're going to go give it out free to the community. One phone call. that lady was like, oh, girl, please, I have bags of clothes sitting in my whatever. You need it, I'll give it to you. Then she made another call. Oh, I have a friend, too. Will you come pick it up? Oh, yeah, we pick up and everything. So that's how it started, just from a phone call. Just one phone call.
So anyone listening, if you have any clothes, donate it.
Right. Give them the information where they can reach.
Well, you can get. Actually, you can email me at helpingcare2007 at yahoo.com.
And that's help with the letter N.
And help in, the letter N is in Nancy, care, and that's 2007 at yahoo.com. You can email me, and that's the best way to get.
So March 21st, they will be hosting the second outreach, second outreach in the Pueblos Del Rio housing projects.
Yeah, this is actually
March 21st,
the third outreach in the
the third one?
Yeah, this is the third one.
The third one.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I got it wrong. I said 2, and then my math was off because
okay.
it's 4. So I guess it's 1 in
March 26th.
You actually didn't know about that when we did a empty box program where the the people give you an empty box and you go and you fill it. You have either your church or friends or community, and then you fill the boxes with all the essentials. They give you a box, the gift card for the turkey. They give you tracts and things of that nature, and then you fill the box with the rest of the stuff. So, and that's what we did for Thanksgiving. We filled empty boxes and we took them out there to the community and just gave them out. Had a little mini event, not compared to this one, but it was still to pave the way for this one.
And you actually gave away turkeys as well?
Yeah, well, the gift card was for the turkeys, and that was the empty box program actually gave you the gift card for they can get their turkeys, but we filled the box with like mashed potatoes and corn and all things of that nature. Me and my kids actually me and the kids, we filled the boxes.
Wow.
Yeah,
And now when it comes to getting before the Lord and saying, okay, God, what can we do to add value to our community or to be a blessing to you don't have these things. You just know that you need to get them.
Yes.
With everything that you are doing now, can you just give us a typical day? Like, what does your day look like? I'll get up and, seriously, like paint the picture as far as you initiating, executing, even getting on the phone. And, but think about that. But right now we're going to take a caller because I believe we have, hey, welcome to gospelrhythms.com, Talk Live Radio. You are on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Mobile Email from Gary, Indiana.
Right on.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah. And I enjoy your show.
Well, we're so blessed that you are. Please help spread the word however you need to do it. Instagram, Twitter, tweet, phone call, knock on your neighbor's door. We're trying to expand the family.
The children are so precious.
Oh my goodness. And honey, there is a lot of them and I'm just amazed at this.
Oh, bless their heart. I want to get them some lemon cake.
What's the weather like there?
And a glass of cold milk.
It's cold.
Oh no.
Oh, it's hotter than Egyptian back out here, Lord.
Why does that sound like Purpose?
Boy,
is this Purpose?
It's hot out here.
Purpose, you need to stop playing.
There won't be no snow in that.
She is a mess.
Lord. Hey, what's up?
You know
what? You need to stop playing. That you had me fooled because I was like, first it was cold and now it's hot. What kind of the weather is it? Oh my goodness!
You really sound like someone, Grandma.
I'm like some lemon cake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the husband and the father of the matriarch. This is our guest on the show today. How are you? Oh yeah, and the founder of our Fat Track, the beats you hear going in and out. What's up?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. We're going to have to upgrade on that one.
Well, yeah, but we still got to shoot the video. And I need to join. I'm a sexy mama to be. So
she talk about the every week, Purpose. Every week she talks about this music video that you need to film.
Yes, we need to get back on the books. Just give me 30 days with Jenny Craig.
No.
Because camera ads wait till you.
Oh,
you
man.
Look good,
hey, I see you got Lucky B on the scene.
Yo, you know what? She is our resident guest host and our DJ, So she'll be, in the coming weeks, we'll be featuring new music each month, courtesy of her mixes. So I'm excited. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all in the family, though. We're keeping it all in the family.
Where's Van Eric at?
Oh, he's here.
Yo, man. What happened to you yesterday, man? What happened to you yesterday, man?
He asked me the same question.
What's going on, bro? I was on a mission yesterday.
Okay, no problem, man. Because Mr. Burgess, Pat, and some of the students was in, man. They had a great time. We had pizza and all that.
Hey, y'all need to work on getting Breana her own show, man.
She got it.
All right, we'll see that. You know, I mean, she's
She
a
just
hard
got
worker.
here, okay?
I got here. I actually got here because of Purpose, believe it or not. He didn't tell me. He didn't want to tell me that he was the one that nominated me, but I know.
Oh my goodness!
I
Well,
know,
praise the
Purpose.
Lord. I'm like, don't relocate her just yet. We just got her.
I
Did she
know
be-
you got it, bro. I'm not trying to pull her away from you, but I know that she got so much to offer.
Oh my goodness!
She has
Does
her own
she?
show.
Great
She gonna
talent.
Rock that place
Thank you.
up.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
she
you.
has a. She was just sharing again. You know, she has her show at the Long Beach City College.
KLBC.org.
What's it called again?
It's called Lucky Bees Hour.
Yeah, 3 hours of just music download and fun. Do you have guests coming?
I do have guests. I interview guests every Thursday.
Okay, right on. And
The-
you're on from when to when? Like
I'm on
Monday?
from 12 to 3 every Thursday. I dedicated to local and independent artists around from Compton, from Dallas. I've had guests from Atlanta. I just had a guest from Detroit on Thursday. So I
It's
just
amazing.
kind of do it.
Just women walking in their giftings. It's such a beautiful thing.
See, mama's on the ride.
Yeah. And also, I want to shout out to my wife and just say she's just being humble about it. She does all the work.
Yeah. I
mean,
bet she
I
does.
do my part, but it's really her that does it. I would say it's more like 80-20 when it comes to
Oh, the 80-20 rule?
2007. I'll do the labor. You know, you tell me what to do, I'll do it. But other than that, she does all the footwork pretty much.
Wow. Yeah, you know, and
Oh, yeah.
I just sit in admiration of that because, you know, as someone who asked to get on the calls, I think I called you and was sharing, you know, I'm nervous about talking to people. You got, what is it like that when you go through the process of just reaching out to the community, vendors and local business people to try to get them to understand the importance of supporting, especially when you may not necessarily have numbers or a track record or a history of having been in doing this for a long time. They're kind of going by your word, you know. How does that?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what it is.
What
you
is
gotta
it?
look beyond your fear of rejection.
That's what I was gonna say. Yes.
Everybody, and I'm not a millionaire or nothing, but you could practically ask every millionaire that has something where they became successful with something to do with selling or businesses. They always talk about the rejections, but there's always that one yes. And it took a long time to get over that, and because we don't have the credentials,
the
and
office,
like you said, the numbers, and all that. But you know what? That stuff is burnt and played out. You'll be surprised who wants to help.
You don't need that.
Yes.
And that's an encouragement to
You
us
need it.
because me and the team, the dream team, Pablo, Peter, and Brianna, we about to step out on some serious faith mission 2015, and I just
About to turn
thank
gospel
you for
rhythms
that.
around.
We about to turn up
Gospel
for
rhythms.
Jesus.
Gospel rhythms, you there. God got it. God got it. Now it's like you said, you'll be surprised who wants to sow into what you have. But God will lead you to the right person. I mean, you're gonna always get some no's and people's questionable, but you're gonna have that one. It's like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Right,
Somebody
right.
did that to us.
Right.
Just reached and they saw it. They said, "Come on."
Come on. Yes.
Wow.
And they grabbed at our vision. I mean, they ran with it.
They did. I have
They ran with it literally, and it took years and years and years, but I never gave up because I knew.
Yeah.
I know what God has put in me, and you just keep pushing.
Right.
Keep pushing.
Yes, who's supported us is Saints of Value. Saints of Value Ministries. Actually, Dr. Vicky Lee, her name is Dr. Vicky Lee. When she saw what we were doing, because when you don't have certain paperwork like 501c3s, and it's kind of hard to get the big companies. But when she saw what we were doing, she was like, I want to sow into you. I want to help you guys. Wherever I can help, that's where I am. I'm going to help you with your 501c3. I'm going to help you with all your paperwork. I mean, she really sold a lot into us, and that helped us to go out even more. And really, it gave me the confidence to just push. Just push.
Right.
I had a little fear in me, too. I was when I made my first phone call, I was so nervous on that phone. But I tell you, once I started talking about
Why you were doing what you're
Once
doing.
you realize what you
Right,
want,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once I started talking, it was like my mouth just was moving, and even me, I was shocked. Like, oh, I said that. You know what I mean?
Because you're
Right.
passionate about the vision.
Right.
And that's why I was telling our
Exactly.
team, like, we research and really know and understand why you're here. And it's bigger than that. And it's not always about getting sponsored $1, but it is about that because you need the support. But it's also about, not running game, but really speaking from the heart and allowing the Lord to open those doors that are already there for you. You just got to step out on faith. And I just admire. Oh my goodness.
And also another thing is, don't always go after the big company because you think them little small companies aren't going to support you.
Right.
I have Family Farms Market. This is a little grocery store, a little family grocery store. They literally, those were the ones who gave us the gift certificates.
Yeah, the money orders actually to give away.
Yeah, and the money orders were,
and they came to you.
Self-made gift certificates. Actually, no, I made a phone call. Well, no, Purpose went inside the store and he told them what we were doing or whatever. And then yes, he did call me. He called me on the phone and I told him what we were doing and he said I would like to get involved. He said I'm in the community. A lot of those people shop with me. Where can I get involved? He said, come and get $50 worth of goods. Come and get $50 worth of gift certificates. That was that. Wow. And we talked, communicated. I sent him a letter, and he loved it. And he said, whenever you guys need me, let me know. Right. And he's actually donating again.
Wow.
So
look at God.
Small company, big company, it doesn't
Closed
matter.
mouth don't get fed. You just gotta step out on faith. And as Richard always say, don't despise low hanging fruit.
I'm curious to know what help and care means to you.
Man.
Where did the name come from and why was it developed in that way?
How did it come? Purpose. Are you still on the line?
Yes, I am.
Do you remember? Because my memory is foggy, but I can say what it does mean to me.
Mm-hmm.
What it means to me is my family right there. Mm-hmm. That's what it means to me. My kids, to let them see what we're doing so it can set a foundation so they could come along and say, you know what, I want to give too. So they won't be selfish and know that, oh, we're just raised with this silver spoon in our mouth. No, you're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want them to know how it feels to give back, including us. You know what I mean? Because even the Bible says it's better to give than receive. And when you do give and you see that person, like one of the ladies at the Irish just recently we had, grabbed that toilet tissue like they didn't have no more. And it's the end of the month. When you low and at the end of the month, man, if you ain't never been low at the end of the month, then you won't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But for those out there who have been low at the end of the month, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And when she grabbed that toilet tissue and just grabbed it like and was hugging that toilet tissue, that made my heart flutter. Because I thought to myself, what would I be if my kids didn't have toilet tissue or they didn't have food or they didn't have the clothes that they have? When people see my kids, they are shocked. How do you dress them so well? God. Right. The people who actually came and said, hey, I want to give you guys this big bag of clothes with these tags. That's how it was.
Help and care. That's what it is.
That's what
help
it means
and
to
care.
Me. Exactly.
Wow.
There it is.
Amazing.
Where it started, Purpose. Didn't it start when we started the cancer drive?
Yeah, I think it was around that time.
Yeah, when we started the cancer drive, we had started giving out art supplies, having like these little drives to have art supplies go into the hospitals and give them the art supplies, the crayons, coloring books, all those type of things. So I believe that's where the name started.
Well, we're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to sit down with your son, who is going to chime in because he is an integral part. Yeah. And I know as a mom, especially if I had a brood of my kids that were able-bodied, I'd be pitching in and having them to help out as well. And let me see, what else? Oh, real quick, where can they go before we toss the commercial to, if they're interested, or your website or a number they can call if they want to donate or become a part to find out how to plug into what you're doing?
So as far as the phone number goes, it's 562-668-7843. You can call that number, and if you want to donate or anything like that, and I can give you further instructions.
All right. So we'll be right back with more GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio Life Edition, celebrating the awesomeness of women this month.
Women's History Month. The whole month of March.
Same message, different method, redefined apostles, and through Christ we're empowered to shine. Everybody's VIP, ain't no way in the line. GospelRhythms.com. We make the word jam, the beat to which we live. We about to take the land. Let them know about Jesus, the anointed one. Gave us power and authority to get it done. He opens doors, so you don't gotta kick them down. I wrote this to remind you, so stick around. For heaven party here on earth. Praise God always, and we keeping them first.
Cast a vision. Let's party. Here on earth, make it play. Gospel rhythms. Cast a vision.
Hello, I'm Joel Ramirez
And I'm Lolita Robinson Coppage, and welcome to Joy in My House
on LATalkLive.com. Inspirational radio
with a touch of recovery.
a reality show where nothing is left unsaid,
And no one is insignificant who says it.
exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV.
Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, I'm Roe Williams, and I would like to invite you to join GospelRhythms.com live every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our new show, Gospel Rhythms Talk Live. Join us as we celebrate, promote, and elevate Christians in entertainment. So don't forget to tune in to Gospel Rhythms Talk Live exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio under R&B or watch us on Ustream.tv. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is Gospel Rhythms on LA Talk Live, where we don't just talk about it, we are about it.
Hi, this is Marsha Waiteka, inviting you to join me every Monday at 1 p.m. for Born to Talk, where conversation plus connections equal community. Starting Monday, April the 13th, be sure to tune in to Born to Talk with Marsha Waiteka, Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also listen live at iTunes Radio R&B, TuneIn Radio, Radio Flag, Live 365, or AHA Radio. This is reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. We are LA Talk Live, and we are born to talk.
Hi, this is Dick and Sharon, inviting you to join us every Monday at 3 Pacific for LA Progressive Live.
Join us as we cover the progressive landscape both locally and across the nation.
So don't forget to tune in to LA Progressive Live every Monday at 3 Pacific.
Exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Radio Flag, TuneIn Radio, Live 365, AHA Radio, TiVo Radio, and Apple TV Radio.
Or just watch and listen directly at LATalkLive.com and LA Progressive Live. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure.
This is LA Talk Live and LA Progressive Live. We are more than just talk.
What's up? Welcome back to GospelRhythms.com, Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. We're here with Beatrice B. Brazil Wormsley. I'm Roe Williams.
Breana Argueta.
And we're here talking about her Helping Care 2007 wonderful organization, nonprofit that thrives to meet the needs of the people. They believe that caring causes others to care. They believe it so much. It's their motto. And so they know that if we help one family at a time, they can accomplish great things. And this is an amazing, what do you call it, mission statement for a family that boasts of a husband and a wife and 10 beautiful children and their own respective independent visions apart from this nonprofit cause that they have labored together as a family to bring to the community to bless others. And so no matter what part of the world you're in, no matter what part of the country you're in, if you talk live Miami Talk Live, Seattle Talk Live, Houston Talk Live, New York Talk Live, if you are in Australia or Germany or Africa, this is an inspirational message that knows no color, no boundaries, because it's about believing in yourself, not falling victim to the victim mentality by saying, "Oh, I can't do it. It's so hard. I don't have the resources. I don't have enough time." I mean, if there's anybody that had a right to say there's not enough hours in the day, it would be you. Okay?
So-
She's not saying it. There's no excuses.
Tell us where you're going to be March 21st.
March 21st, we're going to be in the Pueblos, and we're going to do another outreach, the same as the first. Ro, you were there, so you saw how we did the
It
first.
was awesome.
It's going to be a little different this time, a little smaller than the first, but yeah. But going back to the first, well, before we went to break, I know Purpose was saying that it's 80-20. But for me, it's 50-50. And I'm going to tell you why. Because even though I make all the phone calls and write letters and get the donations and everything, at that time when I'm feeling sort of say down or I can't do this, he's there. He's like, come on, babe, you can do this and you got this already. What you tripping off of? And praying and everything else. He's interceding for me. So for me, that's why I say it's a 50-50 because I need that. You know what I mean? When at that time where I feel like I can't do this, I'm not smart enough. Because I get that every so often. When I'm typing a letter, I'll go, I cannot do this. I ain't took no classes. I got to, my vocabulary, blah, blah, blah. But then God will remove it and Purpose will be like, you tripping. You been doing it. What's the difference now? You know, and that's how he is. He's so up front. He doesn't come, oh, babe. No, he'd be like, no, you gonna do this. You know what I mean? And that gets me going like, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
And then that's how I keep going. So that's why I said it was a 50-50. You know, we kind of do everything equally.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to share that because it was on my heart.
But I appreciate your transparency because, you know, again, that's just another dynamic to your story, your testimony, call it what your life,
Right.
that we as people like me, I feel like I can't do this, Lord. I don't know numbers. I don't know sales. I haven't sold since college. That's not my gifting. That's not my forte.
Yeah.
I need the resource of understanding and education before. And he's like, no, you got what I give you. I'll quit. Like he did with Moses. I stutter. I'm slow as speech. But he sends you a support squad, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity that even as a member of the LA Talk Live family, as we're looking to elevate the blessing of Pablo and Brianna and Peter, and it just helps. I don't have a husband at home, and this is for those of you guys that are out there in pursuit of a dream that don't necessarily have that support system. God will send you who he needs, when you need it, and how you need it. So you have to just persevere and just keep the faith. You are going to have days that maybe you're not feeling your best, looking your best, being your best. Okay, and there's no ring on it. I'm just saying, and Eric is like, he my studio husband, but he ain't my real husband. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
That's that support system.
I know, right? But he is my in-studio support system. But like I said that. So I just wanted to encourage anyone out there that is battling it out. And sometimes you want to faint. Like, I don't know how many tries you made at putting an organization like this together before it finally took flight.
Yeah.
But I know that you have a built-in support, behind the support husband. And will you introduce yourself?
My name is Antonio.
Okay. And you are, where do you fall in place in the 10? Are you the oldest?
Yeah, the first.
You are the firstborn. Wow, Antonio. And I noticed you didn't name all your kids with the same letter. You got everybody's this something different.
No, actually, no. It was funny because we had sat down one day and went, wait a minute, we have 2 T's, 2 S, 2 D's. We were kind of laughing about that, but no, we didn't even try to do that.
Oh, okay. So, Antonia, what is your role? I mean, in celebrating your amazing mom, let's get a son's perspective on what you've seen and your role into being a support to this project.
Well, I helped a lot, and it was good to see like other people get blessed behind like everybody, and it was tiring.
You put him on the spot.
Yeah.
Well, he knew you had all show. This the last 10 or so minutes. You had the whole show to prepare. So, what grade are you in, and how old are you?
I'm in 11. I'm 17.
Wow. What do you aspire to be?
What high school do you go to? You go to Jordan?
No, Lakewood.
Lakewood, okay.
All right. So what do you aspire to be when you finish high school?
Go to college, be a director and a dancer.
All right, right on. Because I was going to say you're kind of tall, but I think I seen him in. Isn't he in the video with him and Sunny D?
Yeah.
I was like, I thought, because you're a tall dancer. Okay, right. So you want to dance professionally?
Yeah.
What kind of dance do you do? You do crumb dance?
Yes.
I figured. Yeah.
All right, all right.
You got it.
All right. So, what would you say to the sons and daughters out there that are frustrated because their mom is like, you know what? I mean, as far as
putting you to
I
work.
don't want- putting them to work and trying to get them to, to.
And you're the oldest, so that means you have bigger responsibilities.
And you have more insight to share. So, what would you say? What advice would you give them?
What advice would you give to your brothers and sisters mostly?
Stay in there and keep working, because at the end it's gonna pay off.
True that.
Right. At the end, it's going to pay off. Well, we are at the end of our show, and we are just so grateful to have had you grace our presence once again. If you are interested in participating in the Help in Care 2007 event that will be happening on the 21st, this Saturday, from 11 to 3 p.m., you can call 562-668-7843. And it's help in the letter N as in Nancy, care 2007 at yahoo.com. And Miss B, you can just like Miss B, but it's Beatrice if you know how to spell that. And the Wormsley, spelled like it sounds, Worms, WARMSLEY, is the matriarch here spearheading this event. I'm excited. I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be an awesome time. And I got to tell you, if you are in a state of lack, like I said, don't think that there isn't something that you can't do to give back. If you got to start small by just going in your closet and finding some items you don't use or need, because your trash is somebody else's treasure.
Spring cleaning, y'all.
Yeah, bless somebody. Bless them with your mess stuff. You know what I'm saying? And in turn, you'll be blessed, because guess what? Your house will be that much more less cluttered, and
you'll feel good inside.
Yeah, and you're gonna be in other. There are people in other parts of the world that wish they had the life that you have, wish they had the opportunities you have. And so, with that being said, we're at the end of our show. Did you want to close out with any last minute encouraging remarks? Somebody over here mad.
He upset.
Well, you guys
Purpose.
just, start where you are. That's all I can say. Start where you are. We actually donated the Pueblos for the whole year, so we have various events.
Nice.
So if you would like to donate toys, backpacks, school supplies, we're going to do all that. So
Is it going to be a monthly event then?
No, it's going to be every 2 to 3 months.
Okay, right on. There it is. You have it. Thank you so much. This has been a Life Edition, celebrating awesome women of God here at gospelrhythms.com. Talk Live Radio. I'm Roe Williams.
Yes. Follow us Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Gospel Rhythms, please.
Yes, please spread the word. And you are, come on, girl.
I am Brianna Argueta, sorry.
AKA Lucky B in the house.
Lucky B, Blessed B, Lucky Bree, Blessed Bree.
Thank you so much.
Call it.
Thank you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
Hey.
Like Marvin Gaye. Can't you see what's going on? Through it all, gospel rhythm still going strong. Trusting God when it's good or when it's going wrong. Encourage other believers to keep holding on. Casting the vision and we making it plain. We the head, not the tail, so we won't complain. Here to lift up the downcast and the broken hearted. Changing lives with the truth, so let's get it started. We got